This video is sponsored by the award-winning Daily Market Movements trading platform. To open a live or demo account, simply visit dmmtradingplatform.com.
Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we're going to be analysing the S&P 500 futures chart. Just before I start today's video, as always, anyone who's interested in joining my free analysis group over on Telegram, then please do not hesitate to scan this QR code on your screen. Now, before we start, I just want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you had a fantastic break last week. Of course, Thursday and Friday, not much really went on in the financial markets. We had very low volatility, although the future markets were still open. But of course, the stock markets were shut. So I hope you had a lovely 4-day break. But of course, now we are on the cusp of a brand new trading week just to see out the month of November before things start to get serious again as we go into next week. Now, of course, next Friday we have the jobs number, and then followed by that, the following week we have the CPI reading, which is going to give us an indication whether the previous inflation decrease is the start of a new trend, or was it just a one hit low inflation reading. And then, of course, just after that, we also have the Fed coming out, and we hear from Jerome Powell himself. And of course, we get that interest rate, cut. Is it going to be 0.5%? Is it going to be 0.75%? These are the questions that many investors and traders, around the world are asking themselves. And I really feel like it's going to be that what dictates the market next. And of course, last week we had a lovely rally towards the upside. We went and briefly touched the 50-day moving average up at around 4,040, and since then we've kind of cooled off. On Friday, I think we traded down ever so slightly, and today we're down around 0.79% in the pre-markets. And this is on news coming out of China about protests over the weekend due to the fact that so many Chinese people are still on lockdown 3 years after the pandemic has started. They are still in lockdown, so it's really bad over there, and I feel like people have just had enough. Here in the UK, for example, after a year, we had all had enough, let alone 3 years. So, of course, there is some volatility in terms of fundamental news coming out of China. But what I really am looking for this week is a retest of the swing highs up at that 50-day moving average. And I really do believe that going into the next month, especially the start of next month, prior to that CPI reading, we can have a real attempt of going to hit around 4,070 to maybe 4,100. I really do like this market still. I feel like we go higher. If you're just coming to this trade right now, I wouldn't really participate in it because we've already come a very long way, and what's left towards the upside is not that much compared to what could potentially come in the coming months towards the downside. But if you have been a buyer since these lower levels and you still hold your buy positions, I definitely wouldn't hesitate on holding them for the next week or so, because I really do believe we can break up towards at least 4,100. RSI is very cool. MACD line still very positive above that zero zero baseline. So things are still looking bullish here for the S&P 500. We're clearly still in an uptrend, and I continue to hold my buy positions here.